right, welcome back to the channel, man. It's Saturday. I actually just got off work. It's Friday as I'm shooting. It's Saturday. You're gonna see it, man. But I was talking to subscriber Tony. Man, he was giving me some pointers. My previous video that was posted yesterday, I was talking about my enjoyment for the C1, and so I decided to go ahead and move this thing. Now, I'm almost tempted to get this thing mounted on the wall. Now, if I do that, I know me. I know myself. That's gonna just go ahead and make me buy 83 inch. Because I'll mess around if I mount this thing on the wall. I'll mess around and will want a G2. But so one thing I mentioned, I'm actually rearranging some stuff. I just pulled my server PC out of my arcade cabinet. So not rest in peace to that concept, but I had the PC set where, you know, I could use it on my monitor in my cabinet with my Vuelix stick, and also had an HDMI run into this TV so that I could do that. Obviously changing the orientation, I just had things on this wall, so just kind of moved them again. This is going to put me much further back from the TV. Like right here is the distance where I was sitting there with the TV here, so probably double the distance, but 77 inch is still a nice sweet spot even though I'm this far away. But what got me into wanting to try this was because I'm going to be bringing some audio to the channel pretty soon, receiver also. I am currently rocking a Sony surround system, so I got those top speakers, 2 towers. All of this is core line stuff. This is the 1080 receiver. None of my stuff runs through the receiver, just the audio return channel. Everything else is ran directly to the TV to let it do all the picture processing and to give me the lowest input latency, the G-Sync, FreeSync, all of that. My receiver doesn't have any of that. This is not a variable refresh rate model, and even if it were, I would not run stuff through there. But as I said, I'm going to be bringing some audio to the channel, and so Tony hit me up and was like, hey man, I'd recommend you. It was a comment, public comment, but he hit me up more personal through the DM and showed me some of his ways that he has his stuff like kind of at an angle, and it looked impressive. And as I was doing some research, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty dope. So I'm gonna actually try this. So I just gotta finish getting all my stuff connected and then managed. Got this power cable zip tied, so yeah, so I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and then see what we got. Now, my only problem is that for me to get these rear speakers connected, I've got this damn speaker wire that's gonna be running there, so I'm gonna have to try to tack that down, man. I have small kids, so it's something. So I thought about just doing the front speakers, you know, with just rocking the center and then just kind of letting those 5 rock. The subwoofers over there, I'm gonna end up moving that because the subwoofer cable I got is about 16 feet and 16 foot in length. But probably gonna move that somewhere else. But I thought about just letting the front speakers do the business for me, but I want the rear speakers also. It's just one of them things where I'm just familiar with it. So far things are looking good. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up, zip tied and all of that, and then be right back. All right, so let's just take a look at my cabinet again, which I love this thing. Nice, attractive Vuelix. This MSI monitor is pretty great. It's not the best for picture quality and contrast, but it does really good in performance. So I've got this thing all stripped pretty much. I'm still gonna leave the subwoofer there. So nothing really in there. And what this is ultimately gonna be is just like a self-gaming streaming setup. I've got cameras going to be here, so I'm going to get things managed. What I'll do is I'll end up probably doing another fresh build with this and maybe throw like a console in there. I don't know. But anything that's like GTX 1070 or better puts you in a position where you can play fighting games and be able to stream. So I've got like an extra i7 around here somewhere where I'll probably end up, like I said, just doing a fresh build. But I had to take the server PC out of there. So I had everything managed perfectly in here. Because it's my server, I do have to have Ethernet ran. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cut out, get it thrown into the room, wrapped around, and get that all managed and such. So figured I'll give you guys some filler time just to see what I had going on. What's going on with you guys at this point of the video? Life good, hopefully. Hopefully you guys are keeping all the stresses away from you. Speaking of, gonna start doing stuff with this tonight. It is Friday, so Saturdays you're seeing this, but Fridays I'm recording it, but I'm gonna start taking this thing apart tonight. We talked about Big Blue. We got 2 videos out. Part 1 of the upgrades there first. The video didn't get as many views as I would like, but it's all good. But did clean up in here, so got the center of the game room all clean. 55-inch C2 with the i9 12900K build with the RTX 3090 Ti graphics card inside of there. Yeah. Yep. So new poster added to the middle, but enough talking. Let me get back to work. Tentacles, HDMI and everything else in there. Clean that up, get that behind the couch. The Ethernet has to be plugged in for the server as well as gaming, so not worried about the Ethernet connection for the Xbox. I guess if I was going to play like an online fighting game, I could just, you know, swap Ethernet cables, but yeah. All right, let's get this all pushed back. All right, so I was able to staple this down. This is just temporary, but Ethernets and such zipped. Let's give you guys a quick overview. Yeah, so as I said, much more range between there, but I've had this like this before. If you scroll back through the catalog, I actually did a review of the NVIDIA GeForce Now experience on here. I'll card it in, but I had it in this orientation. But turn these lights off a little bit. So Plex, I'm currently watching. I'm currently watching the Turtles, Breaking Bad, Fear the Walking Dead, Better Call Saul, and kids watching Demon Slayer. I don't know. I'm watching The Simpsons too. I got into the first episode and just was kind of going through some things there, but I got to add a lot more content. But yeah, so as far as me doing the G2, it is very tempting, very, very tempting. Because I got studs in the wall, obviously. Studs are on this wall, and so very much so could do an 83-inch. Like, let's just envision this. It's a 77. Could do an 83-inch G2. Man, that will look clean, actually. So I've got the center speaker, the Sony Core speaker in the bottom. Now, I know that I've been looking at some other equipment, and as I said, we're going to be doing a full upgrade on my system probably during the summer, maybe before the summer a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm either going to do a couple of brands. I'm going to do I think it's SVS. I'm either going to do Klipsch. And I think the other line I've been really looking at was like Martin Logan. Kef also, I think it's pronounced Kef. So those are the 4 brands that I've been kind of like eyeballing. Now, I used to have a ridiculous Klipsch setup where I had 6 of their 8-inch towers. Yeah, I had 6 of those. So I had like left, right. I had like, you know, left, right, mid, and then I had 2 in the back too. It was crazy. At my other house, I had that, and I had the center. I had 2 of their 12-inch subs and some ceiling speakers too. That was a ridiculous setup. This is obviously just much more low key and homey, and so I can't do but so much. And these Sony Core speakers sound pretty good. I'm kind of rambling to you guys, but this is day in the life stuff on a Saturday. Yeah, so I got everything set up here. Got to clean this PC because a lot of dust that was sitting in that cabinet. So much better in ventilation. So I can get some gameplay going. Got the Xbox there, got the receiver there, my turntable there. I did listen to some stuff here. Like, I'm gonna see if that little clip playing the Turtles messed me up, but I turned these speakers here. I'm not sure if this is the correct turn or bend, as Tony was calling it, but it does sound better for the music. So I'm going to be listening to this and watching this set up a little bit more this evening, but I'm happy with this. I move my stuff and I enjoy it more. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys like to move your stuff around, but this is why I have not invested in a G model. This is why last year I didn't get the G1. This is why I didn't think about getting like a G2, because I like moving my stuff so damn much. And I know I can invest and get the feet for it, but if I buy that TV, I'm not going to want to buy anything else. It comes with a flat mount, but yeah, this is my setup, man. Got to get the rest of the house clean now. Let's give you a nice little overview. Nice and comfy. All right, let me know if you guys got any comments, suggestions. Let me know what's going on with you guys, man. We're about 60 subs away from 5K. Hopefully we can get into that in the next couple of weeks. I will catch you guys on the next one. Max love.